See, the problem with fear and guilt is that it is so irrational. I mean, it is just like obnoxious how stupid it is when you look back on it and you're like, why? Why did I even like think twice about that? Like, that doesn't make any sense at all. So when I'm talking about my fear and guilt, and I'm talking about, I had this completely irrational fear when I was trucking that if I left trucking and I left the family business, my family wouldn't love me anymore. That they wouldn't be proud of me anymore. That they wouldn't cheer for me anymore because I basically just abandoned the ship. That's what my fear and my guilt was all about. And I understand that everybody doesn't work for a family business and everybody doesn't like have the same fear and guilt, but I spent the weekend with April Crosley a couple weeks ago, and if you don't follow April Crosley, I flippin' love her. She's amazing. But she tells a story that was similar about some fear and guilt that she had to overcome when she got into real estate also, and she tells the story much better than I do. But basically, she said that her mom was a nurse at a big hospital. Yay! And her mom pretty much like ran this hospital and had for years and years and years, and she was just this force to be reckoned with in the community, especially in like the nursing scene and in this hospital. She was like the queen bee. She was just awesome. So at one point in April's life, April was like, you know what? I could go to nursing school. I could see myself running a hospital. Like, mom does this. This is cool. I can do this too. So April went to college and graduated and got her nursing degree, certificate, whatever it is. And then she was working, and April was raising a baby, and somehow or another, she met a guy that was in real estate, and it just kind of piqued her interest. Like, what do you mean you're in real estate? And so he gave her a book to read, and it totally changed her life. While she was reading this book, her ideas about wanting to run a hospital vanished. And suddenly that wasn't like what she actually really wanted to do anymore. And so she was in the middle of getting her master's degree when she had this big epiphany moment. And so she had to come to the, realization that if she was going to pursue real estate, like she was reading about in this book, like her fellow was doing, she was going to quit school to get her master's degree to run a hospital like her mama did. And she was going to have to tell her mom that she was quitting school and going to get into real estate investing. And honest to goodness, she had some serious fear and guilt about this. And now, if you follow April Crosley or you know April Crosley, you know she's just a complete badass and totally amazing in real estate. But when she was trying to make these decisions, and I think 0405, it was tough because she had that fear. What if she failed? What if she couldn't feed her kid? What if she got in a bad situation? What if all these things went wrong? And then she had the same guilt that she'd already paid all this money for nursing school. She'd paid all this money to get her master's. She'd told everybody in her life that she was going to be just like her mama and running a hospital and doing that kind of life. And now she was going to abandon it all to get into real estate investing. She had to tell her friends that she was going to quit nursing. She had to tell her coworkers. She had to tell her boss. And she didn't just up and quit. She took her time with it, and she worked it into her life. She started writing yellow letters on her lunch break at the hospital. She started calling sellers back. And at first, her friends were giving her grief because, yeah, you're really going to quit nursing. We'll see you in a year. Or they were giving her grief like, why do you spend all your time with these letters and calling these people back? It's just this dream you got. And she said after a couple months of being persistent and not going out to lunch with the girls and calling sellers and writing letters, her girlfriends, her nursing friends, started helping her stuff envelopes on their lunch break too. Because when you're persistent about something, when you're all in, do or die about it, your friends at the beginning, they feel fearful for you. And they try to talk you out of it, even though it's none of their business, and even though they really do want the best for you, and even though they are going to be proud of you, and they are still going to love you, even though all of that seems like completely wrong and irrational in your mind, that's what happens. But then when they see that you're persistent about it and you're committed to it, then they come around and they start wanting to help you in any way possible. They want to help you write the letters. They want to help you stuff envelopes. They want to help you call people back. They want to be your cheerleaders. But you have to attack the fear and the guilt first. You have to let people know that you're serious about it and that you're committed to it and that you may be crazy, but you're going to make it happen. Whatever fear and guilt you have right now about getting started in real estate investing, every successful real estate investor that I know started with a serious hustle, side business, side gig. They went through some serious growth spurts where they had to swallow their pride and let everybody know that they were going to do this crazy thing. And we've all survived. We've all thrived afterwards. My parents still love me. My family still supports me. They still want me to be successful. They still are proud of me for stepping out and doing something different that they've never done. The fear and the guilt was that if I wasn't contributing to the daily activities at the trucking company, if April wasn't contributing to her family's legacy as a, kick-ass nurse who can run the hospital, then where are we? But the truth is, your people are going to love you. They're going to support you. They're going to cheer for you. They're going to be so flippin' proud of you when you push past the fear and the guilt and you dig your heels in and start to make this real estate thing happen. All right? Do not let the fear and the guilt hold you back. Do not let the fear and the guilt keep you stuck. Do not let the fear and the guilt turn year after year, month after month into the same life, different day. You can totally change it. It takes some work. It takes some dedication. It takes some grit. Every day is not an awesome day. But all bundled up together, it is totally worth it. I know you can do this. I absolutely know that if it's in your heart to become a real estate investor, then nothing can stop you. Certainly not the fear and the guilt. And apparently everybody wants to text me when I go live. So, you can do this. Push past that fear and guilt. Get out there. Let's get your deals done. I'd love to have you in First Deal Done Fast because that's where I can actually help you get your deals done. Send me a message. Let me know if you have any questions. Go to firstdealdonefast.com to get started. Pushing past the fear and the guilt. In Module 0 in First Deal Done Fast, I have a whole video on pushing past the fear and the guilt because it starts with some foundations that have nothing to do with real estate. It's all up here. Y'all let me know if you have any questions. Get rid of that fear and guilt and let's get these deals done. Bye, y'all.